Skullface would be a great way to start another stream anyways. We can Fulton children now. The mansion that Skullface was in, it's a pretty big place, and we didn't explore it at all. Not that much stuff in it though, right? There's a few things, but it's not like there's 12 important things in there. There's a blueprint, there's a tape. Anything else of import in the mansion? By going in that back way and going straight down, have to explore too much in there. Keanu, it's late, you gotta go. Thanks for popping in. Have a good night. Yeah.
Be careful down there, boss.
What's a good way to S-rank the Code Talker mission? I suppose go fast! Alright, besides just going fast, I thought that went pretty well, although I did take some extra time with the skulls and screwed it up and got into an encounter. But actually getting into the mansion and getting Code Talker out, that went pretty smoothly. I don't recall it going smoothly like that before. You get the idea. Should be one more. Try not to set it off. Should be one more somewhere here. Somewhere here. Here. Oh no. DD! Can DD set him off? He can't set him off, right? Maybe he can. That'd be horrible. Oh god, just watching him run through that makes my heart jump. Holy shit, DD. I was gonna play tapes. Whole point is to play tape. I heard them talking and I thought, I'm missing something. We're supposed to be playing Wolbachia tape.
Your Wolbachia stopped the infection all right, but I still don't get it. How can a few bacteria change males to females? I know they're only bugs, but
it is not such a rare thing in the natural world.
Snake.
Many insects
Silly
and
snake.
nematodes are infected with Wolbachia.
but why?
They nest in the cell cytoplasm of the host, even in the egg cells, with the result that the offspring are born infected.
Mother-to-child transmission.
However, Wolbachia cannot nest in sperm because they do not have cytoplasm. So even a successful infection of a male ends after a single generation. This means the Wolbachia must resort to maximizing the population of infected females.
Sounds like an ethnic cleansing campaign on a tiny scale.
Gender change from male to female is their survival tactic.
So more females means more Wolbachia carriers so it can keep thriving in the following generations. But the parasites in a human host are supposed to be a mating pair. If there's no male, there'll be no offspring at all.
We gotta
It's
grab
killing
him.
itself.
Slow down. This tactic is intended for environments where a single male can copulate
Jeez, we
with
gotta grab
multiple
these guys.
females. Originally, the Wolbachia did not infect the vocal cord parasites. I created a mutated strain, modifying the Wolbachia so that it could infect monogamous pairs. The Wolbachia's greatest multiplying
The
tactic.
second shot was sad. The first one, I was kind of thinking I'd
worked
lead
against
him, and
itself in the monogamous parasites. Just
the
as
second
you
shot
said.
was just awful.
Then I performed repeated selection of Wolbachia strains until I achieved 100%
Don't mind me.
certainty of male to female conversion.
This one counts.
Creating
Come on, dude.
female pairs.
Ed.
Unable to reproduce.
And you say the Wolbachia affects the
Damn!
host of the host.
That almost
That is
did
us.
not
Cutting
happen.
off our means to reproduce.
It is almost certain.
Give me your head. Put your head back. Put your head back.
We will not turn female. After all, mammals possess no
Holy shit,
natural
these three broke up.
gender-changing function. But some Wolbachia strains can cause cytoplasmic incompatibility in the host.
Is that some cell deformity?
Put simply, it means the altered sperm of infected males kill the female's egg on contact.
Come on.
And that's happened to us.
Yes. And yet, what occurs in humans is not just simple CI. To date, there are no cases of Wolbachia affecting humans. The fact that this strain causes this effect, is it the vocal cord parasite's affinity with humans? I do not know enough to say for sure.
So the parasite warps the host.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Skullface said.
It is the way of all organisms to create their own optimal environment. Just look at you.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Organisms that cannot do this are doomed to extinction. The difference with parasites is that their environment is the
You gotta extract him.
that creates a connection between life and life. Parasitism, symbiosis, or death. In this way, the host too is challenged to adapt.
Should have ridden that container out.
He's coming too. Roger that.
And ride the other one out. I don't really need it. The other one will cost 10K to lift. Oh well. So if we leave Dee Dee behind, who goes back and gets Dee Dee? Yeah, we made it through the sickness, all right. Drop back somewhere, and we'll play another tape from Side Ops. We got a tank unit there. Prisoner extraction. Cool.
about this OKB-0 Emmerich was talking about. Its location and features match the citadel in the mountains northeast of the Soviet base camp. Built during the time of Alexander the Great, it was left in
Brought
ruins
something for the.
following one of
Oh,
Genghis
I wonder if I
Khan's
could get the
campaigns.
grenade launcher to work.
Its occupants changed time and again due
test
to
it?
war,
Hold on.
and it was expanded on more than one occasion. Ultimately, it fell into the hands of the
Equip
Soviet
unequipped
philosophers.
underbarrel.
The Soviet army was using it as
13
the headquarters
grenades?
of its Afghan invasion
Whoa.
force. But it would seem that Skullface's connections with the philosophers gave him license to develop Sahelanthropus there. And that's what Emmerich was doing at the place, before he got the axe. But OKB is a designation the Soviets use for weapon design bureaus. There's no way
We're
they
far enough.
have one
Let's
of
see
those
how
in Afghanistan.
far the grenade the grenades
And
go.
in principle, the numbers that follow
Kitty, you stay
OKB
away now.
are always integers above 1. There is no 0. Perhaps this was a secret facility of
Might
the
be able to hit a
Soviet and
helicopter
Chinese
with that.
philosophers dating back prior to World War II.
The
Or
grenade
it's
go.
more likely Skullface just picked a fake name that more or less fit the Soviets' pattern. It doesn't go there often,
the
but
grenade
he
go?
sure as hell won't miss this. They use the heliport on top of the tower for his visits. Start by heading for the heliport. Then wait for your chance to make contact with Skullface.
It seems Sahelanthropus' armor is made from depleted uranium. That offers some serious protection. The U.S. military is planning on using it for its main battle tanks, too. Maybe that's where Emmerich got the technology.
Uranium. They're using nuclear fuel for armor now.
No. What they use for nuclear fuel is uranium-235, which is extracted from natural uranium. Depleted uranium is a byproduct of that process. Sort of like the leftovers, I guess. The garbage. Uranium-235 makes up 0.72% of
Buddy will hear
natural
that.
uranium,
Thanks.
whereas
It'll
depleted
come through the
uranium
gate.
contains only 0.2%.
What are the benefits
And
of
if
using
it
it for
comes
armor?
through,
It's a pretty short list. Uranium's a
No one's
heavy
co-
metal,
no one's coming?
like lead, meaning it can hold a greater amount of kinetic energy. But it also boasts a hardness closer to
oh
tungsten.
yeah, someone's coming.
That makes it an ideal material to use for, say, armor-piercing ammunition penetrators. But it's not the best choice for armor. Its volume is less than that of ceramics.
Wait for
But
it.
for an equal weight, you could end up with less protection.
So why use it then?
According to Emmerich, it came down to him being unable to source ceramics technology from a manufacturer. Plus, given that it's an upright walking vehicle, he wanted to reduce the bulk of certain areas. Despite all that, depleted uranium still makes for some tough armor. And Emmerich says it's been proven in live fire tests. It stops most Soviet tank shells.
No. 46 meters. You might hear that. I'll shoot the balloon. Don't move.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Too late, dude. Now he's gonna radio that in. So why I decided to come in from this side isn't really a reason. I just sort of did, and it's obviously making things more complicated. But that's okay. Oh, nice move. He was probably standing there for 30 seconds. By the time I got to him, he finally moved. Well, my shooting's great. He would have dropped anyways. Is this a prisoner extraction? It has nothing to do with the helicopter. Okay. Forgot what we were doing here. DD, watch the burning bodies. Pretty. Oh shit! Because we're buried too now. Come on, Snake. Look up, they're making another pass. Dee Dee, you wanna watch out? Needed something to do for 5 seconds, so I shot him in the ass. Oh shit. Oh man, the timing. Shit, I got his body armor twice. Trying to get him low enough. Wait till he climbs. Did it again, because that's how I'm shooting today. Boy, deserve to have these guys wake up. That is a much stronger trank on this gun. I must say, I like that. I just came for the common and biological materials. That's all. Go, go, go. Okay, this is, the helicopter's probably gonna, I don't know what happened with the Fulton, but should see it. Hell, it might even run into the helicopter.
Okay, subject is in.
Supposed to be playing tapes.
Go, Tucker. What are the metallic archaea?
Volcanic craters spewing sulfur. Water hot enough to boil your skin off. Ocean depths of 800 plus atmospheres. Wastelands radioactive enough to kill you where you stand. There are groups of organisms that survive despite. No.
How do I, so I've done this before. I want to throw them
in such environments.
bodies.
I've heard about them. Extremo something.
Extremophiles. By selecting certain species, then subculturing and repeatedly modifying them, I created a metallic offspring of pure archaea. They subsist on metals rather than organic matter.
And some of them even consume uranium?
Yes. Uranium enrichment archaea metabolize only uranium-235.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Weapons-grade enriched uranium. How is that possible? Consider how plants fractionate carbon isotopes when they conduct photosynthesis. Nature possesses abilities beyond our imagination.
So, it was archaea that brought down your chopper?
Corrosive archaea, yes. They oxidize metals, feeding off the energy.
He's coming too. Roger that.
What became of the wreckage?
We had the R&D team retrieve samples for study in airtight plastic containers, of course.
Prudent. We shall extract archaea from it in good time. They should help you fight back against Black Anna.
Any chance we could start now? It doesn't have to be a lot. I might just have another use for them.
If it's only a small amount you need.
That's fine. I'll get the R&D team to assist. Let's go.
South Africa was previously suspected of developing nuclear weapons. It already had a conspicuous presence at the UN because of apartheid
Close does
and
this
its
get?
armed expansionism. But when neighboring Angola and Mozambique became socialist countries in '74, South Africa felt hounded into a
60,
corner. So it accelerated
50,
its nuclear
40.
program to protect itself.
Not
3
gonna
years
drop
later,
with one grenade
the
though.
Soviets discovered a test facility, and 2 years after that, an American satellite observed a flash in the southern Indian Ocean.
I don't think my grenade
It
launcher
said
is a
this
good
was
way
South
to
Africa
go after
conducting a
that.
nuclear test with the help of a certain ally. Skullface used the situation in South Africa to get this ally to lend a hand. They both wanted nukes, so it was a mutually beneficial relationship. On the surface, anyway.
I figure South Africa started getting serious about nuclear weapons production in '75. In '74, the government was still able to get by with
Let's, go
bluffing
out on one of
that
these
it had a
containers.
nuclear arsenal. But the year after, word spread that an independent armed group in the Caribbean was crushed by Cypher
Are they
for
coming
possessing
after us?
a WMD.
Jackals? What's up there?
That's right, boss. What happened to you and your men was the reason South Africa decided to push ahead with nuclear development. A force independent of any country getting its hands on a nuke.
Is that a
That was
hyena?
a threat to the existence of countries
Over.
everywhere. It wasn't just South Africa. Your presence pushed a lot of countries to get nukes. The world was scared of you. You were a threat to more than just the Cold War. If nations are gears in a machine, you had the power to smash them loose and watch the whole world grind to a halt.
Thinking we already have we already have a couple of these on the platform. Uh-oh, here they come. Stop running around like a wild animal, you wild animal. I didn't pay any attention to the truck that came in. Alright, Snake, here we go. Boom! Last tape for now.
Emmerich uses externally powered legs of his own design. It's bionics technology, are product of the U.S. military's failed attempt to develop a powered exoskeleton. All the wearer has to do is apply a little force, and the actuators continue the movement in that direction. But his legs are unique. Instead of using a hydraulic mechanism, the actuators run off metallic archaea. That increases the actuator's reaction speed and also enables him to lock and release the joints at will. The legs are a nifty little gadget, but they have two clear weaknesses. First, they're dependent on external power, maybe because he built them knowing he couldn't leave his lab. There's no internal battery. That's why they won't work if they aren't plugged in. Second, and this is more than just a weakness, the legs are directly connected to his bones. Could be to minimize signal loss and the order's output to the legs and the drive response from them. Either way, Emmerich has used bolts to attach load-bearing parts directly to his femurs, probably by mimicking surgical treatment for compound fractures and the like. But the end result is those legs and his body are fused together, and that appears to be how he's able to move them so precisely. But that also means that any shock to the legs would be delivered right to his bones by way of those bolts. The same is true if he encounters the corrosive metallic archaea. If the corrosive archaea ate into the exposed bolts, they'd reach the endoskeleton parts and eat through them too in the blink of an eye. The doctor's bones are full of holes to accommodate all the bolts. They're like sponges. If he were to lose the reinforcing parts, even the tiniest bit of force or weight would snap his bones. So when I dangled those corrosive metallic archaea in front of him, he realized straight away what would happen. Life wouldn't be worth living if he lost those legs of his. I'd bet that is what the doctor fears the most. I just helped him imagine what it would be like. Thanks to that, I got the information we needed without either of us getting hurt. You know how he is. He's probably already over the shock. The better you know your adversary, the easier it is for you to get information from them. And vice versa.
Right. Another prisoner extraction. Quiet this time. We rolled out D-Walker earlier. Somewhat like before. And before, I'm always surprised by how fast he can go. Not as fast as Quiet, but we don't get to go for a ride. D-Dog would be much more helpful for finding everything, but that's okay. I missed Quiet. Man, that's nice getting such a solid trank in under 1 to 2 seconds from a leg. You don't even need headshots with this gun, it seems. The difference is minimal.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
That's OP.
Moet Pieter gaan kijken. Volg mij.
Alright, you go check your buddy out. Go out. Come on. You just noticed it?
Pas ik. Hey.
Is there another? Right there?
Hey, pal. Stay okay.
Oh, we got incoming.
Coming too. Roger that. That's the target.
Faster Snake.
Okay, subject is in.
Almost silly how effective that is. Now you've got troops with helmets, heavy helmets, body armor. But as long as you can find a tender spot, they're going down.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Talk.
Snake.
You gotta extract him.
Is he alone? That.
When you want to begin a mission,
Oh,
open your
talk to me.
iDroid and select it from the mission list. I sent a list of selectable missions to your iDroid. They're all jobs that only you can handle. An okapi. They're only found in the wild in one stretch of Zaire. Today must be your lucky day, boss.
Okapi!
Quiet.
Been at a checkpoint in a long time, and including the Okapi. Is it Okapi or Okapi, like he said? I could use it. Thank you. Checkpoint. They might notice me knocking these lights out. A lot of bullet drop. Just the last one. They didn't notice 3 of the lights, but they noticed the last one. Of course they did. Tell Quiet to let loose. But if we turn her loose this early, I think they'll find her spot. Put the hurt on her. Oh, way to dodge that. Did I really get him in the binoculars? Same thing, got him in the hands. Not the head, because he's holding his binoculars. That's neat. Dodge the shot. Someone's coming my way.
Fire!
You guys, right here. Oh, that's priceless. Light him up, Quiet. There we go. I heard those footsteps coming in, but I wanted to get the shot.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. You gotta extract him.
Extract the world! Troublemaker, harassment. Nope. returning to the ACC, saving on the cost of calling a helicopter and then waiting for it, etc. I think my first playthrough, I didn't do that at all. I didn't know. If anyone told me, it went by. Probably being a blind playthrough. I was pretty stubborn about not finding things out that way. Possible. Most in the brig, waiting room. Soon we'll have regular staff issues again. Okay, tank unit. Tank unit at Nova Braga. Excellent. Go in the back. Unit. Does that mean there's going to be a full patrol of normal troops? Or just the tank unit? Tank unit, D-Walker and his Fulton arm. I mean, if I start driving around with tanks and D-Walker, I'm gonna get got. Is it possible to sneak with D-Walker? Let's start straight. Oh, you can always mess around. Other possibilities if it goes south. How quiet can D-Walker be? Quiet enough to be sneaky. And then there's just, he's a high profile. You can't get low and how far his Fulton ballista fires. You get something from 150 meters, launch it at a tank, and up she goes. Even the helicopter, we're probably good at 160. Big square metal housings, you can't get those from behind. I wasn't sure about these. That was cool. Not airport camo that I'm wearing. guess the alerts really are borked. Hey, thank you for your sub. Cheers to you, Blood Wolf. Whoa, Christopher went nuts. Thank you, sir. Glad you're still having a good time. Snake, quit playing around. I've never seen that. If you just crawl onto one, it starts clipping out. Light source there. Is it these little things? Light source. Oh, it's the fluorescent. My suppressor. Damn.
That's the target.
Let's see. Someone comes to check him out. Come on, getting closer, closer, closer. Shh. Why am I still hitting them? Son of a bitch. Warframe servers are overloaded today. Huh. You don't hear that every day. Down. Damn it.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
wonder who we're missing besides the heli.
He's coming too.
Quiet with us, I could ever scout. Why I didn't.
You gonna extract him?
I wish I had another suppressor. I could call for one. They're just messing around. It is a side op. Let me call for suppressors. Oh shit. There's two more, yay! Shit, I hear more voices. You hear more voices? Can't be good.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Nice. Okay. Still don't know how a balloon can lift a tank. I think the Latesses might be involved. Possible. The Latesse twins could definitely do it.
He's coming too. Roger that.
What to do about the helicopter? I didn't see if anyone dropped a heavy weapon. Is there one right there? Oh, that's a tire or something. Handbag. Heavy? Heavy. Alright, now we're gonna need a decent place. Circle around. Here. Good. And equipped it. Okay, see where it's going though? Get ready for that. Could even maybe take it head on. Not anymore, it's not.
That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Nice. Those lights have been bugging me. Alright, we're good here. Any containers? Should we grab a few containers while we're here? Not all of them, but the red ones. They're on the other side of the airport. Once we have the wormhole Fulton, there's plenty of good ones. Misbehave, you woke up to that helicopter exploding? Yeah, I think that qualifies. Waking up with a bang. Oh yeah? How are you doing today? Recouping any energies? Good to see you. A restful Saturday, I hope. Kinda nodded off. Good for Saturday. Oh, there's a third red container. They put you to sleep. I have that effect on people sometimes. No, never. Checked off all our side ops for now. Repeats aside and target practice leaves us with a pretty big mission I was really thinking of saving for Monday. Kind of chew on this for a minute. Kind of hoping a few more side ops, unique side ops would open up. We can always do repeats. We could try to pump up our teams a little bit, grabbing a few good soldiers. But, bummer. It's a cool mission. I was just gonna save it because into OKP-0, driving with Skullface, counter with Sahelanthropus. Already had some. What did we start today with? Aim true, ye vengeful. So we went 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. We tore through some of the story today. Crazy as it is. Here's another thought. What are we missing? Who didn't I get? Specialists. Code Talker, Brennan, don't... That's okay. I mean, if we ever want it, we can go back for it. Hunting down video surveillance specialist. The sleeping gas specialist in Aim True Ye Vengeful. Maybe we could rerun that and get the sleeping gas specialist. We can also Fulton the children now, so we don't need to do anything crazy like put them on jeeps 3 at a time. Let's do that. Let's rerun Aim True Ye Vengeful and try to get the sleeping gas specialist. Look for the scrolling. Extracted the prisoner who escaped from the Munoko Ya Nioka Station Northeast Guard Post. We gotta find... That's as important as anything else in the rerun here. That is the most important thing besides just completing it. And Wyatt was pretty useful at knocking these kids out. Bring Quiet again. You need to save him fast since he can be eaten by hyenas. Alright. Well, when I hit the ground, I guess I will put on my night vision goggles and northeast. Save him fast so he doesn't get eaten by hyenas. Okay.
mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the General's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, the child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt.
Between Camp 16 and Camp 20. Between 16 and 20. There's 20. Where's 16? There's 16. Okay. 16. B and A. Thank you.
Be careful down there, boss.
See him. I think I see him. Or I see a hyena or a plant. But I saw something. Or a garbage can. Could have been a garbage can.
Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points.
Yeah,
I've
thanks.
marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
In terms of being between, do I need to get up into the hills here? No, I can't. Not really. Not there. Alright, I'm gonna die. Try it, Snake. Hope I don't break my legs. Be a damn shame. Have to use some body spray, and that stuff just stinks.
Beyond there is outside the mission area.
Abandoning the mission?
Ah!
Maybe you're not the big boss we hoped for after all.
Aim decreased. Okay, I went way too far too fast off. We're looking for the... Yeah.
When you're not on a mission, use that free time wisely. Surveying enemy outposts, for example, or gathering manpower and resources.
This is right.
Of course, even you need some downtime every now and then. Whatever you
Marker
do,
from where
it's
I'm
all
at,
another step
all the
on
way
road
back.
to our goal.
Whatever. Right, we're running back. Any further description? Anything to add to the description of where we might find him? More likely to be somewhere out here. We obviously can't go too far towards the other camp. Outside the mission area. If I had brought Didi instead of Quiet, we'd know where he is already. He's not between the mountains. Lower than that? Down here somewhere? And gotta be. Boss getting another workout. Always go down the road to the left on the other side where you came in. Hi, Swoop. Usually down there with a couple jackals running around. That left-right stuff is, I know, it's, you know exactly what you mean, but my reference points are all screwed up. You say from where you came in. Okay, let me think about that. Down the road to the left. On the other side from where you came in. I don't know on the other side from where you came in. And the left depends on that. On the left from a point I don't know what you mean. From on the left on the other side from where you came in. Well, I have those two places marked. Between 16 and 20.
Your mission objectives are to extract
Had
the
a
child
mark.
soldier's commander.
Not further
and
than
their
the end of the
captive,
mission area.
General's
Let me
number
just
2.
update that.
This child
So not
soldier
that far.
platoon
You said
decided
between
to break
16
away
and
from
20,
the
but in
rebellion
plain sight.
militants. They took the number 2 captive
And
have
Swoop's
occupied
saying
an
down the
abandoned
road
village.
on the left on
Start
the
by
other
checking
side, like
that
maybe over
location on
here.
your map.
Let's check
Boss,
spot F.
The child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt.
We don't want to go further than D. We'll fail.
Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your eye druid.
Reconnaissance is best conducted by quiet, from high vantage points. Straight through the camp. Yeah, Swoop, I think I know what you mean now, and that's about where we're going.
Okay, that's the general's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, boss.
Boy, I'm just not seeing this guy. Not exactly sure when he spawns in. Well, maybe it's not right away. That's okay. Kind of hang out over here. Do some sniping from over here, maybe. Shit. Wait, did I see someone? Out there? No. Okay, so something. What do I see up there?
That prisoner doesn't look like the target.
Help!
You are helped!
Okay, subject is in. Another group of child soldiers? No, must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself. There he is, the commander. Extract him.
Oh shit, I hit the can. No? Got him? Still away. Where'd they go? Shit.
Don't hurt any of those kids.
We're not worried about the S
Or
rank,
use your
but that sucks
tranquilizer
anyways.
pistol or CQC
We're here
to
for
put 'em down
the
gently.
specialist. Quiet, why are you not helping? Oh my god, this kid's gonna kill me. Quiet, standing down. Thanks, Quiet. Big help there.
He's coming. All right. Now you just need to extract the general's number 2.
That plant, what you need. Oh, on the mountain where Quiet's sitting. Thank you. I didn't see that fast enough. Is it where she's still sitting? Okay, where is she? All the way over there? Or is it a different spot now?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. That's the target prisoner. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too.
All right.
There's no way he can stand the shock of a
Drive
Fulton
him out.
extraction. Get him out by chopper.
Spot where Ocelot said to go for a good outlook. That also makes a lot of sense.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Well, we'll do it for the objective. We're obviously not the alert. Screwed up with the scoring, but we're here for the specialist. Get in the woods, huh? Not right here on that mountain, only in the woods. Up in there, still in the mission area. So, the plant objectives are weird sometimes. Seem weird to me. Don't die. Don't die.
You gonna extract him?
What do you think, we got 12 by now? You've been counting? How about that one?
He's coming too. Roger that.
The objectives don't always check off immediately. Alright. I mean, who's left? There aren't any left, are there? There are. Okay. Closer, J. There are. So let's see. Is there any more right here? Quiet. She drank a few that I didn't see. This guy's gonna get hurt driving with me. Forget the Fulton. There's always one or two next to the tent. Ah, damn it. But I don't want to keep going back. One more. Here, let's, next to the tent. I'll leave this guy here for a second. What tent are we talking about? Tent up there. The first group was 4 or 5. Are you sure it hasn't already? We can look. Why am I not looking? You're right, we haven't. I don't see any intel. On kids. On threats. Check the map. If there are any around, they show up as red dots. Yeah, nothing. Something. Maybe it just disappeared, but there we go. I just haven't used it. I developed it. I haven't used it.
Extract him.
It would have been clean too if I hadn't hastily moved in on the prisoner. When I could hear more kids running around, I just didn't know where they were. Look out! Holy shit! No, not you too.
Nice work. Keep
Guess
it up.
dinner is roadkill.
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
Holy flying hyena. I'm glad someone saw that. I mean,
Boss,
boom!
about how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon, and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive.
I've heard this.
I doubt the client will pay us for...
Replay. Okay, we got our sleeping gas specialist. Hey! Need to worry about language people speak anymore. Yay! Yes, rank that first try. Good. Congrats. Not how things go for me, generally. I hear the truck, but... Hit the menu. Okay, this was very poorly executed. I think it's up on top of the container. Quiet is apparently not nearby. There she is. Beautiful. Uh-oh. Alright, we're fucked. Quiet, you cannot shoot fast enough. It is not possible. My fault. Not trying very hard though, is she? There we go. Come on, Quiet. Your specialty.
Roger!
Close range over zooms.
Fire!
It's a slow one, Quiet. Hey, Miss Doom!
He's coming too. Roger that.
Miss Doom, the alerts are broken on screen, but hey, thank you very much for your sub. Cheers! Thank you. Ooh. Memes from DJ. Hey, that was awesome. Very kind of you. Thank you. I was gonna ride that one out. Forgot. I have the truck, but I don't want the guy.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. You gotta extract him.
Oh, great throw, Snake. Never mind. We'll just... Yeah. Quick draw, not quick enough for Quiet. Surprised I lived through that.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
It would be an improvement if you got the contents of the trucks, too, when you bolt in those. Yeah, you bet. Alright, at least one or two things should now be up for development. Private Casper, how can you have a cold if it's hot outside? Something doesn't add up. Hey Casper, cheers. EJ, really? I would have thought for sure you knew Fultoning containers. Holding on to Fultoning containers. Yeah, you got to press that extra button or you can't ride them out. They'll just slide off the side. I'm glad for once, like, information could flow in the other direction here. There we go. Sleeping gas mine. Sleep grenades. Upgraded parasite suit. Sure. I think you still can. Yeah, I think you still can. DJ, you gotta try it, but I think you still can. Don't quite remember. You sexy snake in swimsuit. Wormhole works the same way, but not as fun. No ride, you just phase out. So good that it works. Would not want that ability removed. It's a nice way to get off the map real quick. We are at our endpoint for today. We are. I don't think I put it on the schedule yet. That's my bad, but Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll be playing this until it's done, and I think we'll finish next weekend. Probably got 1 week of this left. Cheers, Bob. You are most welcome, as always. Thank you guys for being here, being great company, for the host love and the sub support. Yeah, just do. Thank you. And all you guys with the subs and resubs, year plus subs and double dip subs. And if you're new here, thank you for the follows. Welcome aboard. A few newbies today. You new crew members, come back, join us again. Misbehave, DBA Bob, Swoop, DJ, Caspar, Gatters, Lurkers, Lovers All, Blood Wolf. Rolling back up a bit. Everybody, have a good night. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Cheers.